Previously on Pro Touring, we spent some time in the river crabbing and navigating the waters.
Queensland.
We got the opportunity to go with the rangers on their surveying and hunting night and got to watch one of the TOs harpooning a crocodile, even though he managed to get away. There's nothing better than an early morning start on the water. It's fresh, very fresh, but watching the sunrise and the brogues flying into the distance is totally worth it. We're off to check the crab pots again this morning, and yes, Caleb is still hoping for his chili crab, so fingers crossed we have some joy.
Here we are, back down at the Albert this morning.
Beautiful sunny Albert.
Beautiful sunny.
Well, is it about 4 degrees outside?
Does feel that way.
They're definitely
Look at this bloke.
in the top end.
Tucked up. We're in Gulf country. You wouldn't think so. Huh?
Morning.
Are we in the Gulf or are we in fucking Antarctica?
Definitely Antarctica. Good thing I brought my new long pants.
Chili crab for lunch. Huge tide drop, though. Baby at that one.
Australia is home to two species of mud crabs, the giant mud crab and the orange mud crab. In the Gulf, the orange mud crabs you'll find more commonly. They can be easily identified by their orange-reddish colour, which contrasts to the greenish-brown of the giant mud crab.
Is it a decent size, or is it?
The giant mud crab is the largest of the swimming crabs, growing to around 28 cm shell width and nearly 3 kilos. The orange mud crab is a little smaller, growing to around 18 cm shell width.
The small one. Notch to notch, it's just size.
What does he feel like?
Empty,
Hey?
empty. Feel that? See if you
It's softer.
see how your
Yeah.
skin on his shell moves.
Bit of meat in the claws, though. Don't even go for a swim. Ooh.
Mixed bag, this one.
Toadies. we got a smorgasbord. So we have a jelly, a couple of toadies, little brim. Just not what we want. Geez, how big are the toadies up here? Chris, did you just say you want a beer?
Yeah.
Big day planned for today. We've teamed up with Brenton from your girly tours again, and he's going to take us on a bit of a road trip tag along tour. And we're going to go and check out some cool spots around Burketown apparently. But for now, we'll just keep hunting for crabs. Eat out. Well, we've got another crab, but too small.
Yeah, he says. It's just a little trick. Put that in the man.
Mate.
Do it up. And then when you fold it up, you don't have all the rope rolling around the boat. It's in there.
It's a pretty face, is it?
I don't know.
Mate, it's a good time about half an hour ago. Oh, I tried to, but you just yelled at me again.
Oh, is that a catfish?
Odd man.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
cod, like some sort of cod. What cod? Estuary cod. Yeah, we got dinner. We are eating. We got an I think it's an estuary cod. This cod has got himself in a bit of trouble in the pot, but he looks like he's going to dinner.
Looks like it.
Unlucky fella. Decent size.
Not a bad size.
Oh, it's fucking doing a death roll on me.
Big ditty, 55.
Knock some sense into him.
Oh, I tried.
I don't know how successful I was today.
Little trick I learned.
Oh yeah?
Been passed down generation to generation. You do. Feel the rope. Put it in the crab pot.
Yeah.
And then you just close the crab pot up. Keeps all the rope in there. Stops it from going through the boat. Well, last pot's in. One more toadfish for us. Got a couple of crabs in there and a nice little cod, so that'll be good for cook up tonight. We'll see you on the road later on today with Brenton and his crew.
We just found a little croc up on the bank here. He's a good size. Here he is. Yeah, cool. There he is, not far. Oh, gone again. We're going across some salt pans and we're making some spears, and there's a big groper hole we're checking out as well. It's going to be pretty cool. As you can see, there's the main town. There's Burgtown there. We've sort of come off the main road. That's the road out to the boat ramp, and this is the one that leads us to basically to the water. There's the Nicholson River. We're going to park up there. We'll make the spears in the Nicholson and yeah, see how we go.
The lower Gulf area, in which Burketown lies, has the largest aggregate of salt pans in Australia. During the wet monsoon season, it is generated into a wetland in excess of 2 million hectares. There's something pretty spectacular about driving through this great vastness. It sure was an incredible moment to experience.
We're already meandering into the bush. This is the little secret hidey hole to get the sticks. Apparently this bush has got the goods.
This tree,
Yeah,
the reason why we use this, it's floating on water.
floats better.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't matter if it's crooked like this, because you can straighten it up while you warm it
Yep.
on the fire. So yeah,
Another good one.
That's huge.
Yes. You're making it, trying to make it nice and straight to put the end in this end or the other end?
Other
That end. Yep.
That end.
So
So when
one
we get it,
sort of
yeah,
ground out and
dig it out and there,
yep,
put the prongs in there.
on in there. The bank of the Nicholson River. Have you guys seen many crocs in here? Heap. Been a few. Probably more so than the Albert River.
yeah.
Not as busy here. But he's just said we're going to have a bit of a cast net comp.
Hopefully, give it a crack.
With over 80 species of mullet, they are found on every continent except Antarctica. They can be caught both day and night, but it has been learned that fish have very good eyesight, so once the cast net is thrown, the mullet dart away. So some fishermen prefer fishing at night in an attempt to avoid being spotted. Typically, mullet are seen in schools of between 20 to 50 and frequently swim near the surface in shallow waters, making them an easy target from land.
He's just had a go and he's managed to get a little mullet.
Are you kidding me?
How are we going?
Chris, you lost one.
It's next to it. It's next to it.
Oh.
This is like, hey!
Perfect.
We lost our one mullet. How many is in there? Two. Chris, you lost one.
One job. Nicholson River, middle of nowhere. And then old mate was like, yeah, there's more crocs here than what there are in the Albert.
Yeah, for
Here we are,
We're
by
walking
the bank.
on the bank.
Boys are saying their wives come down here throughout the week, and yesterday they cleaned up on some salmon, some threadies, and also some bluefin. So, now it's our turn.
It's good there, mate. A little salmon.
Got a little salmon.
Beautiful.
It's like we're having fish for dinner.
Add that to the smorgasbord for tonight. So,
A little salmon.
we're just going to back seal him. I know everyone doesn't have the opportunity to back seal a fish right on the bank, but
Should go nicely with our cod and mud crab tonight. Probably need that whole roll, I reckon.
what you need. Yeah.
The Ezra's.
Hey?
The
Yeah.
Ezra's scissors.
Tone up clippers.
Uh-huh. And then,
So what's the original purpose of this machine?
Keeps your fish fresher for longer.
this little vac sealer sucks out all the juices. There. Here we go. And now it just looks like a salmon that you buy in the shopping centre. Doesn't it? There we go. See all the juices coming out? It'll try and suck them up into the little splash tray. Hopefully it doesn't make it because then I'm going to clean the bloody vac sealer. And it will seal along the edge.
Chuck it.
Magic.
Freezer?
Like that.
All your vaccine
And you can
eggs.
put that in the fridge or the freezer.
While the boys were cryovacking their catch, Brenton was educating us on their traditional hunting sticks.
This is a fighting stick. And it's all carved. out of
Duga
a what?
Duga Duga.
Duga Duga.
Or there's a few different names around the region. Duga Duga, Nala Nala,
Yep.
Bargu.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what they used to actually fight with. And it's carved out of the one bit of wood.
Not only fighting, hunting as well.
Hunting.
And of course, Chris was tasting the native Burketown
The
insects.
grass grub.
Little grass grub, native to the area. And, actually tastes a bit like chicken, like everything else, really.
Yeah. We've been eating it all morning actually.
It's good. It's really good.
There's always got to be one that catches a catfish.
Yep. Mate, I'll wait for the coals. I'll chuck him on there. I haven't had lunch yet.
Oh.
That's my lunch.
Just swallow them whole.
Yeah. Now they're pretty good eating, eh?
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
On the coals anyway.
On the coals.
Yeah.
The boys have just put a little fire together here. Beautiful, and they're going to show us how to carve some spears. Yeah, okay. So you're basically heating them up and cooking them in their juices so it
Yeah.
stops
So
it from lighting.
while we're heating it here now,
Yep.
is you see all those little kinks in it?
Yep.
We heat the wood up so we can straighten it.
Yep.
The reason we leave the bark on is so that the wood don't burn.
Okay.
All the juices and sap inside that bark
Yep.
will keep the wood from burning, but it'll still get hot enough for you to straighten.
Straighten it.
And you sweet to use sort of any tree.
For spears,
Yeah, for your spears.
you can use any tree that's straight, but we use this one for fish
Yep.
mainly because it floats.
Yeah, okay.
And you can always retrieve it.
Yep.
These mangroves are very heavy, they won't float.
Or just sink and
Yeah,
start
they'll
again.
just sink and you'll have to look for another spear.
We all had a turn at heating and straightening up the wood, and spent the remainder of the afternoon perfecting the fishing spears. It's not as easy as it looks. It sure is a talent, and no doubt would take many years of mastering.
So you sort of heat it up, bend it, and then you strip it back, do it again.
Warm them again, make them a bit tough.
Okay. How's yours looking, mate?
Yeah, looking pretty
Looking pretty straight.
right now. Just gonna do what the boys gonna do, warm it up again.
Warm it up again.
Once we were happy with the shape of our branch vines, we moved on to preparing them for the barbs. Traditionally, the indigenous people used pieces of bird or mammal bone, like kangaroo or emu, stingray spines, shells, fish teeth, or even hardwood for the barbs at the end of the spears.
What I'm doing here is just tapping it. So it goes down from here, down and holds the spear. Okay. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'll chip away here, just so it can close in on the spear, on the prongs.
As we all sat around the fire, enjoying the afternoon sunshine and constructing our spears, it felt like the perfect opportunity to listen to some stories.
You got a story to tell, mate?
One crocodile getting around there, and we was trying to catch him.
Yeah.
And he was standing on the other side of the river with the big spear.
Yeah.
And that crocodile ducked down from where we was, and he was standing right on the edge of the bank.
Yeah.
And that crocodile just popped up right in front of him, like just there. And as soon as he popped up, he went straight back down. Old mate speared him. Wow. So he got the name Black Mangrove. The crocodile thought he was a mangrove of the river. Went to hide behind him.
And of course, enjoying story time called for some tucker. So on the coals, the catfish went. Apparently, it would be ready when we could smell it. No clocks or timing, purely guided by scent.
See now, mate, you basically have to wind that on the whole way along.
So, yeah, a lot of
Weaving.
weaving.
Did you go all the way down to the tip?
Right, nah, to about here.
Okay. Yep. Does take a long time, as you're saying.
You can have a go if you like, mate.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Only a few short hours later, Matt was still winding and winding and winding. It sure is a labour of love.
Brenton's making his own plate over here, salad bowl plate
Yeah.
for the fish.
Traditional plate. Perfect.
It's just got to pierce the flesh.
Without struggling. Lunch is served.
Once it's served. Bit of salt.
Want to try?
That tastes alright.
Yeah, catfish is pretty good on the coals. Any fish is good on the coals, mate.
It's like a smoky flavour, like a smoky taste to it, eh?
Yeah.
It's not too bad, eh?
Yeah,
I was expecting
like really,
Yeah.
really
like
bad.
bad, yeah.
Like everyone keep chucking it away bad, eh? Yeah, like that's the thing about catfish, they're overpopulated and underestimated.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone chucks them back.
Cheers.
Okay. What do you think, mate? Those little bones.
Pretty nice, eh? Very surprising. I was a bit sceptical.
Yeah. You won't starve out here anyway.
No, that's it.
When we're catching all our food and food sources and that,
Yep.
like our land food and our seafood, we'll make two separate fires. We'll never cook land food and seafood on the same fire. Just total taboo
Okay.
to us. Yeah, we believe you get very sick even when we carry bullock meat or something across the ocean, we won't let it touch the water. So as soon as you, like even tin beef that I got in the car, tin meat, the grease, as soon as that grease touches the water, it stirs up the rainbow serpent. And we get big storms straight up. Like the sea can go from flat calm like this. As soon as you muck around and put grease in the water, she'll just blow up out of nowhere.
While we sat listening to some traditional stories, Matt still hard at work.
Spending the day down there. Made a couple of little spears up. Matty had a fair old dig at making that spear, turned out really well.
Next time on Pro Touring, we spent some time with the TOs learning their ways.
Totem pole, yeah. Got the turtle, dugong, blackhead, python, bolga, barramundi, and the crocodile.
We explore some more sacred land and really get immersed in our surroundings as we meander through the mangroves to hunt and gather some tucker for lunch. Some real bush tucker.
Traditional way.
Yeah.
So all people used to hold him like that. And then, but we usually have a other piece would come onto him. Woomera we call it.
Like a sling or something.
Yeah. Aim him and then away we go. Yeah.
And once we gathered, we cooked. The traditional way, straight on the coals. We then head through the mud flats, making our muddy way through to the brim hole, where we cooked up some dinner, threw a line in and tasted our very first turtle. It was a pretty special experience getting the opportunity to try such unique traditional foods. And we are so glad we get to show you this remarkable country that you too can enjoy.
So this is the male one. It's quite yummy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I try some?
Episode 5 is coming soon.